Raul helped build this organization with the understanding that the diversity of this community, as distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio, is your strength.
That was just part of the First Lady Jill Biden's speech yesterday in San Antonio. For reaction, let's welcome back in our panelists, Donna Jackson, Brock Lurie, and Wendy Patrick. All right, a lot of people have thoughts about what the First Lady had to say, including the National Association of Hispanic Journalists. They sent out this tweet saying, in part, using breakfast tacos to try to demonstrate the uniqueness of Latinos in San Antonio demonstrates a lack of cultural knowledge and sensitivity to the diversity of Latinos in the region. We are not tacos, essentially what they said there. The director, the spokesperson for the First Lady, sent this out, saying the First Lady apologizes that her words conveyed anything but pure admiration and love for the Latino community. This, of course, follows the backlash. Wendy, I'll go to you. Clean up on the speech there.
You know, this is why we ask our producers to help us pronounce words and try out our jokes on safe audiences before we go live with them. Clearly, you saw by the First Lady's demeanor that she didn't mean to insult the community. That goes against the entire reason she was there. But, you know, this is one of the sensitive issues that we have to know about. And if you're in politics, you're either the president or the president's wife, these are the types of things you think through first. Now, cleanup is always something that, you know, is well received. We are very receptive to heartfelt apologies, but it is not also, it's also possible that this is the kind of thing that maybe would be interpreted as more indicative of what we call implicit bias. So we'll have to wait to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, so there's a serious part of it, right, where there's an offensive there, and obviously the Hispanic Journalists Organization responding, having to say we are not tacos in a very serious manner. Then there are all the memes online right now. Barack, I'll go to you on that, of Jill Biden comparing people to tacos, and just about has every social media account weighing in on this one. Your thoughts?
Right. Well, I mean, it's almost too easy, right? I mean, I'm Jewish. If somebody referred to my people as matzah balls or gefilte fish, I think I would take great offense to that. And the fact that tacos are normally construed or associated with Mexican food, that's not cool. And you need to really be understanding and sensitive. And I think Wendy hit that right on the nail. That's what you have to do. That's the reason why we have producers. This is why we think ahead of time. People are not confined simply to the kind of foods that they eat. Now, of course, it also begs the question of what would happen if Trump had done anything like this before. This would be, of course, cause célèbre for 24 hours, 7 days a week, and we would hear nothing but the a constant refrain that Trump is a racist and otherwise. So they have to take it as much as they give it, and obviously here they expect some sort of sensitivity and understanding on the part of the American people for this obvious gaffe, and why can't you just leave her alone? Well, you wouldn't leave us alone, so you have to, you know, the shoe is now on the other foot.
Yeah, and although it's clearly not meant with ill intent, as we've seen from the apology here, Donna, what does this really, you know, what sort of impact might it have on Hispanic voters when they are looking for candidates that might best represent them and really understand where they're coming from?
Well, you know what? I know that everybody wants to give them the benefit of doubt. I've been a minority all my life. The liberals have always been degrading and demeaning to me. They've always been degrading and demeaning to all minorities. They're always reminding us that we're black and we can't say what we want to, that we have to be in a certain box. You're not black if you don't vote this way, or you're not a Latino if you don't vote this way. They're always telling us about our values. They do this all the time. Every time they offer a program, it's always a welfare program. They're always telling us tax cuts don't apply to you if you're a minority. There's always this undergirding of this low expectation that we're not capable to measure up. You know, that's why I'm a conservative. Because conservative says, you know what, come on in. You're part of the group. They don't care what color we are. They care about free markets. They care about capitalism. But I have never heard the word minority without hearing underserved. I have never heard the word minority without talking about a welfare program. They never do, because they think if you're Black, you're stupid and you need to be told what you need to do. So despite maybe that wasn't her intention, but it is the soft bigotry of low expectation that the left has for all minority groups, that we're stupid and we're not capable of doing anything for ourselves unless the government comes in and gives us a helping hand. And that's why I reject the left.
Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us today. Donna Jackson, Barack Lurie, and Wendy Patrick. Do appreciate the conversation. Take care, panelists. Thank you so much.